Hey, my name's Ken Pozek. I'm a real estate agent and homeowner here in Celebration, Florida. And today I'm going to give you sort of a tour that includes a top 10 list of things that maybe you didn't know about Celebration in this iconic town. So come on, let's take a look. All right, so thing number one about Celebration is that we actually aren't owned and run by Disney. Many people think that because we live here, obviously we might get free annual passes or something like that, but it actually was designed and thought of by Disney, but Disney does not maintain control other than a few things, which we'll talk about in a minute. So number two is that Celebration isn't its own city or town. It's actually a master plan community located within Kissimmee, which is Osceola County. And although we're right next to Disney property, I mean, you could see Disney fireworks at night, we're actually not on Disney property. Fact number three is that Celebration's actually divided up into a lot of different little villages or little communities within Celebration. There's North, South, East, and West Village. There's also Aquila Loop and Artisan Park and Spring Lake, and each one of these little villages has its own vibe and its own home style type. And so depending on where you live is kind of the different homes that you might have. Founded on one of its core tenets of health is Celebration has 26 miles of walking, running, and biking trails, as well as 40 pocket parks and multiple pools and workout facilities spread out throughout the neighborhood. And regardless of where you live here, you can use any one of those pools, unless it's Artisan Park, and that's something that you can drop me a message if you have questions about. One of the things that Celebration does not allow is short-term rentals, meaning you can't rent out your place for a day, a week, a month. It's a minimum of a year, and in some cases it's 7 months if you get an exception or pay an extra fee. But the thinking behind that is just so that it allows you to have, to know who your neighbors are, to keep that sense of community going. And something that's really important as really just a founding tenet of Celebration is that community. So in Celebration, we actually allow people to have an NEV, which is an electronic, basically a bigger golf cart, and they've got special places for you to park throughout the community to make life here a little bit more economical and green. So the town is set up actually really interesting in that it doesn't have just one governing body. There's actually multiple different ones that are set up. There's CROA, Canoa, the Celebration Company, the CCDD, and they all do different things. And so it can get really confusing if you see online like the different fees that we have for homeowners association and what covers what. So if you have questions about that, it can be confusing, so make sure you reach out. So let's talk affordability. A lot of people think that Celebration is completely unattainable, which it is one of the more expensive towns in Central Florida, but you can find a condo or a townhouse in the $300,000 range, maybe just under $300,000, all the way up to the estate size homes, which are going to be in the $2-3 million range, and really everything in between. So if you have questions about that, what you can afford in Celebration, drop me a line. So wrapping up, yes, it's amazing that you can be from your front door all the way to Disney World in less than 15 minutes. That's an incredible thing. But Celebration is just like a town of any other. We have our problems and our successes just like any other. We have our own schools and post office and banks and restaurants. And there's a lot of cool things that can go on in this town, like our Now Snowing event, where people from all over the area come and see the fake snow that comes down here on Main Street. With all that said, the thing that makes Celebration home and the thing that I really love about living here are the people. There's fantastic people from all over the world that own homes here, and it's just a really cool vibe. People focus in on health and education and tech and all the different things that I think are important for our future. So if you're considering purchasing here, I'd love to be your real estate agent of choice. My email is ken@pozekgroup.com. My phone number is 407-906-9707. I look forward to talking to you soon. Oh, you're still here. Hey, hit the subscribe button. That way you get all the updated information on what's going on here in Orlando. And if you're considering buying or selling a house, shoot me an email at ken@pozekgroup.com. I look forward to connecting with you soon.